In this video today, we're going to be showcasing Carrot. We're going to talk about the deck choices. We're going to talk about the decision making that I made putting this deck together, as well as go over some games with some commentary. Shout out to Craig and Armday for making me do this another shot, or making me give this another shot. Everyone knows I am a low key furry, and I think Carrot is an absolute smoke show. So, so we're gonna try to make her work. We're trying to give her the respect that she deserves.
Heart Pirates TCG.
Big shout out to moonlighttcg.com. I am self-sponsoring my own video, of course. If you guys want to pick up these exclusive Perona and Nami sleeves, they are for pre-order right now. Once we are officially sold out, we will never have them again. We also have some play mats available as well. Again, same thing. Once we're sold out, we will never have the same design again. So pick them up. Awesome quality, awesome material. So I'm very excited for you guys to support me in that way. So with that being said, let's talk about the video. Let's talk about the Carrot deck. So we opted to play a more so low to the ground Carrot deck. I wanted to play the Zoro, but it turns out it wasn't really working out. So what we did was this. We playing the 3 Carrot 2K, as well as the Milky 2K, and the last 2K that we're playing is the Tashigi. For our big guys, so we're playing a total of 11 2Ks. For our big guys, we are playing 4 Doflamingo, 4 Hody Jones, 3 Shanks. And then for our medium guys, we're playing 4 Inuyarashi, 3 of the Jewelry Bonnie, 3, I know his name is Conslot, I call him Coin Slot, I don't know why, but it's just, I feel better calling him that way, as well as the Smoker. For our events, we're playing the 2 zero cost justice event. We're playing 2 Electrical Luna, and the spice card, we're playing Garchu. For those of you guys who don't know, Garchu, rest one of your mink characters, rest up to one of your opponent's characters. It is a literal straw sword that is cheaper. Also, best thing about it is trigger draws a card, which is fantastic. It's searchable, and what it is good for is good into basically close out games. It's good to rest blockers, like Marshall D Teach, for example. What happens is a lot of times they'll stun my Carrot or something like that to prevent it from stunning Teach, and then I'll just go, okay, my Carrot can't attack either way. I'm gonna rest it, and I'm gonna rest their Teach, and then I just go for game. And it's so funny. I absolutely love it. Yeah, it was working out really well, guys. The reason I decided to play the Smoker too is because it's really good into Shanks, and it just allows us to always play on curve against Shanks and keep taking cards out of their hand. And also getting that extra Dawn up does help a lot when it comes to playing against Blackbeard and playing against random decks, because you can play let's say on your 5 Dawn turn, you can play this character, and then on your 7 Dawn turn you can play another 5 cost and then also combo it off with Tashigi, which was really strong. So I found a lot of value in that. Also, you stun characters so much that I feel like eventually they're gonna untap, which is why the Shanks is actually really good, is because you stun them, and then right when that you don't have the resources to untap to keep stunning them, you drop the Shanks. And also this 9 cost Shanks is really good into the 10 cost Shanks that Red plays, so it's just really strong in that way. I really like it. Yeah, guys, let's get to the commentary. All right, boys, if you guys want to see more gameplay of this deck in action, I have a video for my YouTube members of me playing this deck for an hour straight. I won pretty much every game. I won every game, I'm pretty sure, other than the last game versus Shanks, but I think that was a close one. I don't remember. Maybe I just didn't draw well. I don't remember, but it's on there for you guys to join down below. Very exciting stuff. I'm going to go into a 5 at life just to give him the old skill check here, see what he's got at his disposal. I'm going to play the Coin Slot. And yeah, man, just gonna play that guy. He probably doesn't really come in handy too much unless he has a Lucky Roo or something like that. But I don't know, normally they don't play it if that's the case, but the Coin Slot definitely helps out a lot. Just make sure that my guys can stick to the board, and I can basically nullify their early pressure. So he's gonna go ahead and play the Nami here. I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna swing into it. Actually, no, I'm not, because I have so many ways for me to just stun their board the entire game that I don't really need to give them the extra card value. I'm going to play the Smoker. I'm going to be able to swing 6, and this is why I love the Smoker here, guys. When you open up the Smoker, it does feel like you are able to win the game going first. Obviously, you want to steal the dice roll against them, but it just allows you to swing 6. It allows you to basically take cards from their hand, deal damage, play with a nice bit of cards, I would say. We are going to go ahead and, well, luckily draw into the Wanda, thank God. Wanda is going to allow us to rest the Lucky Roo, and I believe now I'm going to be able to swing it. I'm going to swing into the Nami because I just don't want myself to, I don't want the Lucky Roo to ever untap. At this point, I'd rather give him the card draw than the Nami. I'm sorry, then the Lucky Roo. So I'm going to swing 6 to the Nami. He's going to draw a card. Now I'm going to swing 8 into Leader, man. This could give him a banish, or he could just 2k, 1k. Either way, I'm taking cards out of his hand. And if he wants to give me the life, I'll take it. But hey, I'm fine either way, honestly. He's going to go ahead and trash that life right there. I'm going to deploy the carrot, stun the Lucky Roo, and we are off to the races. Now, unfortunately, the carrot is very easily killed by, you know, Beckman, Rayleigh. It's very unfortunate. This is probably one of the hardest matchups for us unless we see bananas, right? Like if we open up like double or triple smoker or something like that, like double smoker plus a carrot, we should be fine. He ends up Otama-ing the smoker, which sucks, but thank God I had another one. I believe this is the time because I don't want to play the 9-cost Shanks here because it's just a waste to kill the Lucky Roo. Also, killing the Lucky Roo would just kill my carrot. So I'm just going to swing 7 into his leader here. And I believe I'm going to play the Smoker here. Smoker plus, I believe, the Bonnie. I believe? Or no, I think I messed up. Oh, I messed up my math. I messed up my math, guys. I should have just swung 6 because I could have played Smoker and Bonnie and stopped them from going to 10 Dawn. So that's a huge mistake on my part, boys. A huge mistake on my part. I thoroughly apologize. I am going to be able to swing with this Milky, though. Man, that's such a big mistake. So yeah, so what were you going to do? I was going to be able to play the Smoker plus the Nami and stun his Dawn, which would have been fantastic. Oh, man. Big goof on my part, boys. Big goof on my part. But even with that mistake, with us playing a way worse hand, not even establishing the Bonnie, him having 10 Dawn, we're still able to do quite well. If he does play the Shanks, we are able to answer it with our 9-cost Shanks. We're in a pretty good spot. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Although he only plays the Rayleigh, and he misclicks, and he attacks the he pops the Wanda or the Milky. And hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. I don't think it really mattered too much. We're gonna play the 10-cost Doflamingo here, and we're gonna untap the Dawn, be able to swing 6. I don't think it mattered either way. I think we're gonna win regardless, but definitely helps out a lot, I would say. 6 into leader definitely helps. The reason we don't attack with Smoker obviously is because he is only a 4K. So if I just went 5/5, you know. Actually, maybe what I should have done is go 5 with leader and see what he did. And then if he uses leader effect, I'd go 5 with my Smoker and then threaten banish. But he's going to play a Rush Luffy here, which definitely blows. He's going to swing 9 here. And I believe I counter out of this one as well. Maybe I take it. I think it's best to counter out of this one. I don't want to go too low, I would say, but the Electrical Luna is very valuable for this board state right here. But I do have another 10-cost Doflamingo, so I don't think it matters too much, I would say. So I think I am going to counter out. The board state here, guys, I just need to win in the next, like, 2 turns, I would say. So I'm going to counter out with the 10-cost Doflamingo. I'm going to get rid of the carrot as well, because I have Electrical Luna to deal with his like 7 or lesses, but the Bonnie can stun a 10-cost or an 8-cost or higher, so that's where the Bonnie actually comes in handy. I'm going to start with just I believe I'm going to swing into the Lucky Roo here. Or no, I'm going to swing 7 into leader. 7 into leader. Am I going to completely ignore the board is the question. Obviously, I'm going to play the 10-cost Shank, the 10-cost Dofi here, but my question is, do I just completely ignore the board? I think I'd swing into the Luffy instead. I believe I swing into the Luffy here. Or maybe I don't. What am I going to do, guys? I'm actually like edging myself here. What am I going to do? What is the sequencing? Because if I play I think I should have just swung with the Luffy first, but maybe I just ignore it and just go for leader. Yeah, I'm going to put him on a clock here. That's probably the right call. Because if I put him on a clock here, I don't really even need to kill the Luffy, and plus like these 2 guys, the Lucky Roo and his leader, aren't really like, they're not really like providing a lot of pressure, I would say. So as long as I stun his board and leave these 2 guys, like I can't die based on what's in my hand. I have a 2k 1k, so like I can get out of a 7k from one of his guys, and if he's like plays a rusher like Luffy, then I'll be able to, like I said, I'll be able to get out of it. But I didn't want him to block her up, so I did risk taking this life right here. Luckily it was a 2k. All I needed really was like a 1k to like get out of it, because with this math right here, I think you're swinging like 8/8. because Luffy with Luffy by itself is like swinging, or with one Dawn swinging 8. Then he had like another like 3 Dawns, so yeah, he's swinging like 8. And then he's gonna play 6 cost or the Luffy. No, he's gonna play Sanji actually. Luckily, I did draw into the Milky to go ahead and rest. So I'm gonna untap a Dawn. I'm gonna stun or rest the Sanji, and the game is pretty much over from here. That leader effect, like being able to rest blockers, is absolutely nuts. Basically, I'm just like finishing up doing math right here. I decided to go banish first for 10 to make sure he just isn't able to counter out any of this. He doesn't get any what's called back. He doesn't get a what is it called? Character, whatever. I can't think. He's not able to fucking win the game. let's go to the next video. Let's go to the next video. All right, so this is a game against Purple Luffy right here. This is actually right after the Shanks game, so I was on a roll with this deck. I was like, damn, this thing actually has some potential right here. Open up with a Wanda. Wanda's able to search me. Unfortunately, I wish I could find another carrot, because the more carrots you have in this matchup, the better. I do find a 2K. I choose the one that's lower to the ground to have the option of playing it if I really need to rest something, because the other carrot, the 2K counter carrot, it's a little bit of a Dawn commitment, I would say. Funny enough, this deck does get support in a couple weeks from EBO2. It gets a 2K counter that searches the stage, and while that's like not like the best support, you know, a low to the ground 2K counter to help you with your enabling your leader effect is exactly what this deck needed. This deck did need, you know, it also needed, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, what is it called? It did need a what is it called as well? Like a top end card. I'm gonna go 5 here to see if he rests the kid. Since he didn't rest the kid, I'm just gonna play the smoker, because like I could like, because I can just play the carrot at any time and like stun his board, whereas like I don't really care about stunning the kid because he still gets his value either way as like a character, right? Like he still gets the +1, so I'd rather just play the smoker here, because like I don't know, I don't really care about like stunning his kid right now as much as I care about just like establishing like an important body on the board. And that's exactly what I'm going to do right here. So he's going to swing 6 and 6. I'm going to counter 1, take the other. Since I already have the smoker enabled, I'm able to now swing into leader, banish, which is nice, fantastic. I'm also able to swing 7 into leader again and then play the smoker. I'm sorry, what is it? The carrot here, which is great. And then I'm going to able to untap a Dawn. And I'm going to be able to swing 8 into the kid. I would swing into leader, but I don't want to swing into leader. He has no cards in hand. He has very little cards in hand, so I want to make sure I punish him for going down super low in cards. If he saves the kid, it's like whatever. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to kill it next turn. If he doesn't save the kid, then like the kid's off the board. So he only has really a Luffy Taro, and I have like plenty of counter in hand. I have plenty of follow-up. He's not really going to be able to kill the smoker. I believe I'm going to counter this with the 2K because I have 2 other 2Ks. I just don't want to go down too low to like a rush Sanji and have to basically fight for the rest of my life, right? So my biggest concern was him killing the smoker right here. Unfortunately, that's exactly what happened. I wish I could, if I would have taken that 5 though, he would have just pressured down my life and killed me. So unfortunately, I couldn't protect the smoker. I only had 2 2Ks left. He does take his life, which I thought was like kind of odd. I'm not going to lie to you. He's going to go 8 into leader. I'm going to go ahead and take it. And I find a Bonnie. This was so clutch. This was so clutch because Bonnie's going to be able to stun the 9-cost Luffy. I'm going to be able to stun the Luffy Taro with my carrot. And the Sangro I can just pretty much just ignore, which is fantastic. Now, obviously, the Sangro does draw him a card. So I was like kind of inclined to like get rid of the Sangro. But at the same time, I really wanted to make sure that he just couldn't pressure me down. I knew that's how I could win this game, because if he pressured me down, I was going to lose. But the longer the game goes on, the easier it is for me to win. So I go ahead and play Smoker here. I didn't make the same mistake twice. I was able to swing 5. I was able to play the Smoker. I was able to play the Bonnie, and I was able to stun both of his guys. And now I'm establishing like a crazy board. So he only has 2 attacks, at most 3 attacks next this turn. I do have 2 2Ks, which is fantastic. 2 life. And then not only that, I have a Hody Jones to win the game on the following turn if I really want to, or I can play it a little slower and go into, what is it called? I can go into the 10-cost Doflamingo. Now, I did call his bluff here a little bit. I do take the 7 because I figured like, even if he goes for game, I just win on the following turn with like a Hody Jones. So I can counter out of like whatever he does, because if he swings 7 here, the best he can do is play like a rush Sangro and swing like 8 8-9 or something like that, and I just like get out of it. He decides to swing 9 into the carrot. I decide to save it. And this is where the coin slot actually like wins me the game right here. So what I go is I rest the Zoro Joro right here. I attack 4 into his guy. Stun the Zoro Joro. I attack 7 or 6 into his guy. And stun the Luffy Taro. And now here's where the Dofi comes in right here. I'm gonna swing 7 into leader. Yep. Always, guys, remember to always attack before playing characters so they don't know what you're gonna do and how they're gonna respond. So then he goes ahead and counters with those cards right there. I'm gonna swing 6 into leader. He's gonna, I believe, take this one. Yep, take it. Play the 10 cost Doflamingo. Stun, stun, stun. Activate Smoker's effect. Get the Dom back. Swing another 6 into leader. His whole board is frozen, guys. Look at this. 5 guys are frozen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is the game right there, boys. Let's go to the next game. All right, and here we go with RP Luffy as our last game. I wasn't sure how this deck would go into RP Luffy, considering they ramp. They don't really play a lot of like 7 cost or lowers. They only play like Kid. So I had to message our Discord and let them know I was cooking with this carrot deck. So if you guys aren't in our Discord, you definitely should. It's awesome. Like we have the best community by a mile. I love every single person in that Discord. It's fucking great. I decided to play the coin slot here because I wanted to search with the Wanda to find a carrot, but I was like, you know, if I don't find carrot, then I'd rather just establish the body. Also, if he has Zoro Joro, then like that's like a really good way for me to stun the Zoro Joro. And actually, me playing it, he did search his Zoro Joro, so me playing the coin slot prevented him from playing it, which is like fantastic. I think he decides to just go 5 into leader here with his Nami, which I definitely don't really agree with. I think even establishing the Zoro Joro is just like better, but I guess it's like a 1k counter, which is like fine. I decided to counter with the Wanda here. I want to save a lot of 2Ks with this deck. This deck, like, I mean, it pressures life a lot, so you want to like save as many 2Ks as possible. So that's why I decided to save it right there. I think he attacks with Nami like 2 turns in a row, so I was like, I didn't expect that for sure. But yeah, I have the Bonnie. I actually counter with the Bonnie, I'm pretty sure. So like, I'm actually mad at myself for countering with the Bonnie. I should not have countered with the Bonnie. If this is the game I'm thinking of, I counter with the Bonnie. I shouldn't have done it. Okay, never mind. We're good. I'm literally mad I'm mad for no reason. Straight up. This is like a weird situation because I wanted to stun his Dawn, but he had the Dawn attached to Nami, so I had to swing into the Nami first, which is like really annoying. So I'm gonna swing into it and then stun it just in case he decides to save it. Right. I'm gonna go ahead and go. Oh, I want to get the banish. I want to get the guaranteed banish. Okay. So I go banish, guarantee it, restand a Dawn, and then swing 6. This is, oh my god, the smoker just allows you to do so many great things with green, man. I love this card. Obviously, supernovas have their own smoker. They have Cavendish, so it doesn't really matter too much, but we don't have access to Cavendish, so this smoker helps out a ton, man. And the banish is just nice. The 5/7 vanilla, or the 5/7 stat line is just great. He is able to clear the Bonnie with that, though, unfortunately. And the reason I like stunning his Dawn right there too, guys, is he was going into his 9 Dawn turn. So if he went into his 9 Dawn turn, like that was like, he could have like gone like Linlin or something like that, which would have been like massive. But obviously he wasn't able to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and play another smoker. I forgot I couldn't restand 2 Dawn. But then yeah, I'm just gonna go 7 into leader, and look, his whole hand is just drained. Like I've just been taking a bunch of cards from his hand with the smoker. They've really been applying a lot of pressure. I do have 2 2Ks in hand. I am kind of low on life, though, I will say. Like 2 2Ks and 3 life is like not really where you want to be, I would say. I didn't counter that because it's like I just don't want to drain my hand. I'll go ahead and take it, and I find a Shanks, which is like exactly what I was looking for, which is fantastic. And normally I want to save it for like a bigger body, but I just want to make sure I'm establishing a character to threaten lethal. I'm gonna go 9 into a 7, force him to use the Gum Gum Giant here. That's 1 down. For those guys who play against, you know, Gum Gum Giant decks, man, I mean, I'll tell you, it is a battle of attrition, to say the least. It is a battle of attrition. He does play the 10 cost Shanks too. I was surprised to see that. So I was like, damn, did I, you know, if he pitched that, did I play the 9 cost Shanks too early? But I needed to get that Rayleigh off the board and take some of the pressure off me. While I do have tons of counter in hand, it's not really like necessarily, I don't know, like counter, like you can't really counter out of like 12s like for too long. Like you can only do it like once, right? Like countering out of a 12 is not a replicable action. Is that how you say it? I decided to take this. I'm surprised I took that actually. And then he goes all the into our leader. Okay. I guess this is I had like hella counter. I would have actually gone for game here if he would have left Dawn up, because I would have been like, oh man, like he's relying on Gum Gum Giant, but he just didn't. So I go 12 into that guy right there. He gives me pretty much every card in his hand, and then I play the smoker and I play another 10 and kill it. And I had plenty of counter to get out of a what is it called, like a 14, or like I have 7, 9, 11, 14. So I had plenty of counter to get out of it, I would say. He goes 10 here. I just give him 3 2Ks. If he had another blocker, I was like completely fucked, but he didn't. So it is what it is. I debate taking it, but I was like, wait, I don't have the counter to get out of it either way. So yeah, I got a counter here. And then thank God he doesn't have like a what is it, a rush Sanji or something like that, or like a rush Luffy. If he had a rush Luffy, I still win. But yeah, I was able to skate by. He swings into the Shanks, which is like a little odd. And I don't think I go for game here, do I? I don't think so. I'm trying to remember how I win this game actually. Do I lose this game? Do I lose this game? I don't remember. I think I have to go for it. Yeah, I have to go for it because I'm like, I'm going to lose next turn either way. So I'm going to just go for it. So then, yeah, I go 10 into leader right here. Do I go 10 to leader or do I go 9? I feel like this is risky to go 8 here. This is bad, guys. I should have gone 8 with my leader first to see if he countered. And then I can go... Actually, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is bad. This is bad. I had to go for it, but luckily it worked out for me, man. Luckily it worked out for me. So I go 10 into leader, and I get it. I get there. But damn, that was a close game, man. That was a close game. But yeah, guys, that is the video. That is Carrot. I'm telling you, way too much success with this deck to let it not turn into a video. And it got me thinking, man. It really got me thinking. I've discounted a lot of decks for a long time. And while I think I'm like kind of right on discounting a lot of these decks, it got me thinking that like a lot of the meta is kind of still unexplored, especially now that the ban list happened, where there's a lot of decks that no one has tried, not a single person has tried, that could actually be kind of good. So I am done, at least for the time being, until we have like a tier 1 established meta or like a tier 0 established meta. I'm done like discounting like potentially good decks, right? Like 5 life leaders with like good effects, like for example Carrot, right? So let me know if you guys want to see another video of of Carrot or something else, any other rogue deck that I could possibly believe in. Join YouTube memberships to request additional footage of those decks, and yeah guys, I'll catch you guys in the next video.